What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top 100 progressive specialist playing risk global domination. Currently ranked 57th in the world. My YouTube channel, what we do here is I focus on progressive, but right now we're working on the Q2 round 3 Discord tournament game. Settings are 60-second turns, balance splits for rolls, fog on, fixed cards, capital, conquest. Playing a 6-player turn with 1 AI, and I'm in the 5th of 6th position. Looks like someone is involved in the Balearic Islands. We have 2 people going for Aragon. My intuition is that the bot is one of them. I have been having a lot of success with this territory, the center of Valencia, which is where I'm going to put my cap. And Zerep cries, because Zerep sees how bad it is. Yes, the work I'm doing on YouTube, if you're interested in getting better at risk, what I am doing is I do a podcast-style interview show on Wednesdays. I do fixed content exclusively on Fridays, and every other day is whatever I feel like. So if you are interested in getting better at this game, and you want to come along this journey for me, I invite you to subscribe. So, this looks like an all Grandmasters game, and it's going to be a blast. In the first position, we have Vixel, and he is flying the flag of Poland. We'll call him Van Exel, because that's what he told me his name meant. It was a reference to the basketball player Nick Van Exel. In the second position, we have Infernox, and this is one of their alts. They're also event hosting the Q2 tournament along with me and 2 others. In the third position, we have a bot. In the fourth position, we have Dr. Jam. Dr. Jam I've just started connecting with on the Discord recently. Myself and then current number 1 in this tournament, I think tied for number 1, is Zerep. Oh no, that was a mistake. But you know what? We'll live with it. I'm not worried about anything. If anything, that'll be a territory where I get to see what's going on in the map. But my concentration is going to be here. Maybe I move into these southern islands. This is where I'm going to put my cap, right? And we'll see if I can occupy territory in the Balearic Islands, maybe move into Catalonia. There's no alliances on, so there's no way to make friends with these people. So you really have to intuit what everyone else is doing, stay out of everyone's way, and become as inoffensive as possible. So, let me see what's going on. Yeah, everyone's chatting in the chat, which we won't really be able to do for our real game. Alright, so it looks like the entire northeast of this map is claimed. So I'm going to work on these 2 islands now, so I'll have a Valencia cut south position. That's what I'm going to aim for this game. And then I'll want to cut through there on my first turn, unless the bot is in view. So what the bot does is the bot doesn't really defend their capital properly. So there's a free cap essentially up for grabs right away, because one of every tournament games is going to have at least 1 AI, possibly more. So that's really going to affect the outcome. It being fixed cards with caps means this is an extremely slow game. It's going to take maybe 2 hours. But your starting position matters a ton. I'm very happy with my first 3 selections, I have to say, even though I can see all this action is happening here. I don't necessarily want to pull ahead to a big, strong lead right away and then get ganged up on. I'd much rather play it really slow, play it really tight, don't offend anyone until it's too late for them to... Oh, and I've been gifted a continent turn 1. Wow. Unlikely. I am down with that. So, if I'm going to start this game with a continent, that is something else. Yeah. So my current operating theory for these settings is I want to do what I'm calling an inverse pyramid technique, where as your opponent pushes into your territory, they discover that you are larger and larger than you originally appeared, right? Normal risk defensive perimeter is like a medium to a strong outer border, and then a soft middle with all singles, or just 1 or 2 really big offensive stacks saying, I'm going to punch you if you punch back. This is a much more defensive game. I'm thinking about the psychology of defense, and what I'm thinking is, imagine you have a small crust of like 3 troops, and then they break, and then they see a 10 stack, and they're like, oh, I don't want to push into there, but they're like, fine, I'll see. Because you can't see, right? And then they see a 20. It's like, oh, he's way stronger than you appear. And they open up the 20 and you just push back out and reset. And you keep rolling. Looks like I'm going to be gifted Valencia and Ceuta and Melilla, which is ridiculous. If I can have these two continents right off the bat, I can pull ahead. And maybe I'll pull ahead too fast. I don't necessarily want to do that. But being gifted a continent turn one in the selection is... looks good for the old Peteman. All right, so now everything is sort of going to consolidate into the three larger continents on this board. So this board has 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 for 2s. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 for 3s. It has a 10, a 6, and an 8 in the middle, and this is where all of the action happens in the mid game. People want to take a peek around, see what the hell's going on. You know. This would be my 5th practice game, I think, on these settings. I'm really trying to get them down. I'm not in any way in good shape in this tournament because I lost. I came in 6th on my first game, so I've kind of been on the back foot the entire time. So I've been practicing as much as I can, trying to make the right decisions, play as best as I can. And you know what? I'll probably lose, but that's fine. I want to see what's up there, but I also want to take that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I really want to just do my best, no matter how I place. I really want to play my best. I want to understand these settings, and I'm surprised I've kind of gotten into this and I've learned to enjoy it. So, for me, the key to learning is always: do I like it? Am I having fun? Right? If I can enjoy something, then I can get a lot more out of it. These are now very easy picks. Should be going quick. If I start with Valencia and Ceuta and Melilla, I'm a happy man. Put a couple troops on this territory just so it doesn't get broken. The fog is rough, right? You can't see through fog, so visibility is an issue. My heuristic, though, is I just have to be more patient than everyone. I have to play super tight, and as long as I don't get targeted, which can totally happen. Oh, and I have visibility out there. Cool. Alright, so this is my stronghold, and these will just be picked off, and maybe I'll reestablish them in the later game, depending on what it looks like. Okay, so I don't know who has Extremadura. I don't know who has the Canary Islands. I don't know who has Galicia, but I'll find out. And then I'll also get a sense of what's going on up here. Because I bet you there's at least 2 people, maybe 3 in the mix. So if I have this position and then there's 1 person out there, 2, 3, 4, where's the bot? Where's the bot's cap? That's another thing, good to know. If you can steal the bot's cap in the early game, you can pull ahead to a big lead. Capital conquest mode. So, the win condition is control all the caps. There is a potential to get world domination style. You get every bounty if the last territory you take is the last opponent's cap. Caps defend with 3 dice, so they defend very strong. You need 2 or 2.5 times the amount of troops to take a cap. And they are placed last after we place all our troops. I'm going to guard these 2 positions with a single extra reinforcement each. Just so that no one gets the bright idea to push into me. Let's see where everyone is. Okay, it looks like Infernox is putting their cap on the top of Galicia. That's the only one I can see currently. Dr. Jam likely in the Balearic Islands. Zerb has a piece of me, but I will take that. I'm putting my cap here. Yeah. Playing with some really good players this game. It's going to be fun. Yeah, so my inverse pyramid theory so far has worked since I started implementing it, um, because you look smaller than you are. So people, because people, you can't see people's stats even, right? You can only get a sense of it from what you can actually see on the board. And as long as nobody breaks me right here, yeah, as expected. Okay, and I can't see the bot's cap. Okay, as expected, Infernox takes. Looks like they're going for the Galicia continent, which is a 3 for 3, but you can defend it from 2 positions. I put my cap here. Caps also reinforce 2 extra troops a turn, so if you start taking additional caps, you start getting extra troops that way. And we begin the first turn. So, Von Exel, the black player, I intuit, is up here. Look, okay, so I can see Infernox. Okay, Infernox is there. We are not going to be natural enemies this game. Someone is occupying Extremadura and or, right? Either that or both. Infernox is probably going to fight them, so I don't want to be in that fight. I just want to build up here and never break. Zerb gives the good luck. Infernox gives the good luck. I also, okay, so Von Exel is occupying Aragon. Looks like his cap's in the middle. He's defending it with a 5 stack. Aragon's a 3 for 3. And it looks like he's defending. Infernox, second act, has a 20 stack and he goes to conquer the islands or conquer this continent. Yeah, so Infernox now controls Galicia and he's going to defend it like that. I won't get to see what the bot does, really, because I can only see one of their territories. I intuit that Dr. Jam is here, but maybe not. Maybe he moved to block, and the real person, if I was going to try and hold Balearic Islands, I would put my cap in the middle on Majorca. It's Majorca, right? Yeah, Ibiza, Minorca, Majorca, there we are. The bot does something that a bot does. Yeah, the fact that bots don't defend their caps at all is very interesting. I also can't believe I was given a continent from turn 1. That's exciting. I'm going to peek up and finish. Dr. Jam gets 8 troops. Does that mean he holds a continent? No, it's because he's in the 4th seat, right? And he comes out of there. Dr. Jam is in the Canary Islands. That means the person who occupies the Balearic Islands. 1, 2, 3. Defend with a 5 stack. 1, 2, 3. The person who occupies the Balearic Islands. I would like to see, and I would like to not spend too many troops to do so. Okay, purple. So is that the bot? Okay, now I need to investigate this situation further. Because if there's no cap on there, I'm laughing. Yep, there's no cap on there. Okay, so I have access to Ceuta and Melilla, access to the Balearic Islands, and most of Valencia. I think I have 3 continents. What does Zerb do? Zerb moves into Extremadura, is my guess. Okay, this is looking really good for me. On my next turn, I put all my troops here, and I just knock out the bot from the Balearic Islands. I don't rush to finish Valencia, because Valencia is my strongest claim to a continent, and if I'm already holding 2 others... Ooh. Okay, and Infernox putting in 8. So they get the +2. So it would start with 3, +2, make it 5 for the cap, +3, holding Galicia. I had a count at the beginning of everyone's turn, so I know what they're holding. It's going to knock one of my 1s out of the way so I can't see, I betcha. And I'm going to start doing that thin crust, thicker middle plan with this territory. Melilla. The bot gets a little punch somewhere that's not me. Dr. Jam, I feel, is going to contest Infernox, and that's fine. Okay, Dr. Jam gets 2 extra, so they're holding the Canary Islands. So we have a fight here that I don't want to be a part of. I'm never going to break this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I see how it goes. I'm going to say oops. And I'm going to direct all my forces to make sure that doesn't happen again. Don't do that again, Dr. Jam. And then we're good. But I need to secure that before anyone else takes it from me. Zareb starts with 10. That means Zareb has his continent, which would be a 3 for 3. Maybe Zareb's up here. No, hold on. 10 it might mean he has the bot's cap. Van Axel also starts with 10. Alright, these guys are pulling ahead of me. If I get hit by Dr. Jam again, we're both going to die. I mean, I can give this continent up, but that still fucks me over. I lose my visibility next to Infernox. It's not looking as good as I thought. I didn't realize Dr. Jam would aggressively try to steal my continent on the first turn. But you never know what people are going to do. Okay, the bot puts a nice little break in between us. Okay, Dr. Jam starting with 7. I don't want to start a war with you. Stop it. Okay, good. Good. I need that continent. Cool. I'm not going to aggress at all. I'm going to put 2 troops there. I'm going to put 1 troop there. I'm going to put 1 troop here and finish the Balearic Islands. And I'm going to put my remaining 3 on my cap. Okay. Zareb now sees that I have the Balearic Islands, and I'm going to not defend it at all from Zareb because I don't want to threaten. I do expect that he has Catalonia. So if I get a punch through here, that's going to suck, but it is what it is. Zareb is really good. It's 3 accounts currently in the top 100. And leading the tournament. Okay, capital conquest mode is activated. So as of the 3rd turn, hold all caps to win. That is the win condition for this mode. Alright, I just have to play it really slow. My next turn I finish Valencia. But carefully. Very slowly. Very carefully. So far, Van Axel has not expanded out of Aragon. He is holding Aragon. So that's 3 for your natural start. 2 for your cap. 3 for Aragon. He has something else. He has another. He probably has the Basque country as well. Euskadi. That's my guess. Ooh, forgot about the cards. Okay, don't have a match on 3, but Infernox does, and it's the big one. That's kind of the key time to trade in on turn 3. Can't complain about that, and I'm sure glad Infernox is not all up in my business. So far, my game is progressing nicely. I'm happy with where I am. There's Infernox. Maybe he is all up in my business. Okay. Infernox is aggressively taking territory in the middle of the board. The bot still alive puts in the big match. I bet you the bot doesn't have a cap, though. So now the bot's just wreaking havoc. Whoever can get that bounty point for killing the bot. I am going to play this like a tournament game. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm not going to concern myself with what other people are saying until the game is over. Okay, so now that I have my guard established, I'm going to put a single troop there. I'm going to put 2 troops here to defend the deeper recesses. And that's how I'm going to do it. I'm defending my interior better than I'm defending my exterior. And as that will build up slowly, it will disincentivize opponents, hopefully. Okay, so I found Zarep's cap. So I am stuck between Van Exel in Aragon and Zarep in Catalonia. And I've shown no aggression to Zarep, and until he shows aggression to me, I will not fight that fight. He's going to break me here, though. I would if I was him. Maybe he's trying to fight elsewhere. But if I can hold these 3 continents for a while, I'll be a happy man. And I won't guard, right? I'm doing the opposite of what people would intuitively think makes sense. I'm not guarding the outside. I'm going to let people break me. When they break me, I don't lose the troops. Fixed, your troops really matter. You're really fragile, right? You can't get much bonus for the cards. So your bonus comes from your positioning, and because it's fixed fog, very slow. Van Exel doesn't break me either. I'm going to give both of those guys a thanks, because now we're good. Now I don't have to fight with them. Still going to guard the way I suggested. I am testing this theory, right? The inverse pyramid theory. But I don't need to expand into Catalonia. Zarep has a strong claim. I don't need to expand into Aragon. Van Exel has a strong claim. So, Dr. Jam and Infernox are up here. I have a lot of just open space in the middle of the board that I can get easy take, easy take, easy take over and over again and not have to worry. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to guard my interior, not my exterior. And I like how that's going to work. The only way I lose this game playing that theory is if someone spirals out of control and gets really, really strong by being more aggressive. But I don't think aggression pays as a rule for fixed caps. Okay, Infernox gets the bot and gets the bounty. We're down to 5 players. Alright, Dr. Jam. I just don't want to see anything coming out of there, man. I want to appear smaller than I am to everybody. My take is going to be on Zarep. Get that single out of there. Maybe he doesn't have an occupying position. Okay, so I put a single troop there. I put 2 troops here. I put a single troop here. I put 2 troops here. And I put the rest on my cap. Let's see if Zarep has anything else there. Okay, so Dr. Jam occupies the majority of that continent. Maybe all. Let's do a little look-see. That's fine. Zarep putting in 12. What does he control for 12? The bot's cap, perhaps? Our caps are about the same strength. And he sees me not building up, which is exactly what I want him to see. I'm liking how this game is progressing. If I can hold these 3 continents for a long, long, long time and just do a bunch of almost nothing, I'll be happy. I don't ever need to put troops there until it gets broken. They're letting me have it. This is going to be fun when and if I finally get broken on the Balearic Islands. Oh, there's a 3 there? Oh, there's a 5. It just gets progressively more demoralizing. And then they open up access to it so you can reciprocate the attack. Alright, Dr. Jam has 5 cards. Do I have the big match? No, I got the small match. Fuck. I get 7 troops. So Dr. Jam is still locked in his position. Puts in 8. Better than my match. Sure hope that's not going into me. Alright, I get 13 troops. I put a single there. I put 2 troops here. I put a single here. I put 2 troops here. And the rest on my cap. And I knock out Infernox. Oh yeah, I get that bonus too. Let's just knock out Infernox. Yeah, well, laugh at me for having the low match, if you will, sir. But I like my strat. Okay, Zerp gets 12. Alright, what did I miss? Zerp has 37 troops on his cap and passed the turn. I'm still unbroken for both of my undefended continents. I just know that these guys are going to get the bright idea to do it at some point. But the longer I can wait and the longer I can not guard, the better. Dr. Jam occupying a lot of space in the middle of the board. I'm going to have to pick at him a little bit more. Okay, Von Exel decides to finally see what the hell is going on. Okay, so I can take that and pull back. Didn't push any harder. That's where my card will be next turn. Every turn I just get a single take. Okay, well now I have to get 2 because we're not going to let Dr. Jam hold that continent. That's insane. I'm going to put 1 troop here. I'm going to put 2 troops there. I'm going to put 1 troop, or put 2 there rather. Kind of want to match Zerp's cap. In the final to get Dr. Jam out of that continent, because that's not going to happen. Okay, Zerp did not yet retake, but I want to see what the hell's going on. I'm going to pull that army. No, I'll leave that army there now. Do it that way. Okay, Zerp reinforces 9, retakes Catalonia. Doesn't break me. 41 on his cap. Does Von Exel repeat the process? He has an easy break on me if he so chooses. Okay, moves all the way. Now he sees what I'm doing. Okay. Von Exel now sees how large I am and the continents that I hold. But my style for this is not to aggress. My style is to parry attacks. Don't have a match on 4. And lousy card so far. Starting to get a little concerned about Infernox pulling ahead. Someone will eventually have to deal with him, but seeing as how me, Zerp, and Von Exel are occupied in this 3-way balancing problem in the triangular-shaped top right corner of this map. Oh, there's Infernox. Hey, how's it going? Yup. I hear ya. Dr. Jam gets 7. I think Dr. Jam is starting to fall by the wayside a bit. Part of me wants to do an exploratory move, but I'm not yet ready. And I just have to keep Dr. Jam off that continent, so I put 2 troops here. I put 3 troops here. I put 3 troops here. And I get my easy take from my cap. I can do this all day, boys. They're putting in the 12. 10 of it goes onto his cap. And 2 go into a place I cannot see. Hey, at least I got the big match. I'm now curious to know who has Extremadura. So unless Dr. Gem tries to take this continent again, which must never be allowed to occur. Andalusia must never be allowed to bonus in for that 8. I can do a cut across here and see who controls Extremadura. I'm surprised that I like these settings as much as I do. It's just the trick is to find, do you have 2 hours? Can you give 2 hours to a game, right? So far, what, we're 30 minutes in? It's just a patience thing. It's a slow, methodical patience, right? I have a process. I have a theory. I'm testing my theory. I can't allow myself to become... Does Vixel bot out? Shit. We have a bot on our border. Shit. No. Fuck. Okay. Zerp can steal his... Yeah, you're laughing. Zerp can steal his cap. Fuck. Alright, so how do I pay that off? If I know Zerp is going to steal his cap, I can try and hit Zerp. Yeah, good luck to you too. Alright. Cool. That was unexpected. Okay, Dr. Gem's still putting in 7. Oh, he's back. Never mind. Just was a disconnect. Alright, Dr. Jam, just don't break me. Just don't break me and we're good, buddy. Just don't you break me. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 troop here. I'm going to put 2 troops here. I'm going to put 2 troops here. I'm never going to threaten. I'm going to reciprocate. And let's take a quick look across and see who's holding. I can save that 2 troops for a future turn because I'm probably going to hold Minorca for a while. Let's just take a peek, shall we? Zerp holds that continent, and Zerp has the bot's cap. Okay, good to know. So, Zerp has 2 caps. Okie dokie. Good to know, good to know. I'm really happy with my structure at the moment. The last thing I want to do is to show aggression to Zerp, right? We are both tremendously benefiting each other at the moment, and I'm much happier reciprocating an attack on him than starting a war. I'm totally fine to let him hold what he holds. So he has a 3 for 3 and a 2 for 2, which is 5 troops, and he has 2 caps, which is 4 more troops. That's 9 troops, 10, 11, 12. So he puts in 12 every turn. Perfect. Him and I can pull ahead to the lead. Von Exel taking a peek around. Okay, and then Fernox is starting to fall by the wayside, putting in 8. And the low match. And the low match. That sucks. Okay. Also, Zerp doesn't know what I'm up to yet. He hasn't done any investigating into my space. So I look smaller and weaker than I am. I don't need to mess with this side of the board. I don't need to see what's up there yet. Let's see what Dr. Jam does if he gets the idea to finally break me. Again. You're never getting this continent. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to fight for this continent all game. Go somewhere else. He's kind of... Dr. Jam is kind of sandwiched in the middle here. I think his cap is on this territory. Gran Canaria. That's where I'm predicting Dr. Jam's cap is located. But how strong it is, it's hard to tell. Yep. He's going to make that move for... Yeah, he's really, really trying to get that continent. I'm going to put 1 troop here. I'm going to put 2 troops there. I'm going to put 2 troops here. I'm going to let him take that territory. I'm going to take another one instead. You decide what you do, Dr. Jam, because he can push in here, but that's not going to be good for him either, because he doesn't know that 16 stack is hiding. I know you're trying to take Andalusia, and I'm never going to let it happen. Van Exel in the draft stage. I have the big match again. How have my cards changed? Oh no, I'm stupid. I matched in the wrong card. Well, those 2 troops probably won't cost me the game. We shall see. Dr. Jam DMs me, I hate you, LMAO. I would love to respond, but I'm really trying to take this as a serious practice, so I don't want that outside line of communication. But I'm well aware that he hates me. So he's going to try and knock both these off, but Infernox is there too. I think you're fooling yourself if you think you can hold that continent. He's going to try, though. And finish? Sure. Keep my structures intact. 1, 2, 2, and I kind of want to emoji, but I'm not going to. I don't want to instigate. I'm never going to let him hold. So I need him to break and then find out. I need him to fuck around and find out how big. And I bet you he might now. So this is where the guard is. The guard is interior, not exterior. Fuck around and find out, bud. You're never holding this. Kind of, at some point you have to bully a little bit. The stronger players kind of have to boa constrictor on the weaker players. But right now I'm being super passive, right? I'm not trying to appear to be too strong. I think I am slightly in the lead. I mean, Zerep has 2 caps, which is better, but just in terms of troop generation, as long as I don't get fucked with, I win this game eventually. But bounties matter too. You can get more points coming in second with a lot of bounties than you can winning the game. But you know what? I like to win games. So that's what the old brain juice is focused on at the moment. Infernox. Doing some punchy. Zerp gave the wow face. Maybe that's a misdirect. Who knows? I love how the emojis can be used as a misdirect. I predict Dr. Jam hits me now. Bring it. How did I guess? Didn't expect that, did you? Oh, okay. Wow. Never do that again. All right, his cap's at 34. I don't think so. I don't think I oopsed you, sir. Maybe that was an oops for himself. Who knows? So now the question is, do I mobilize my 18 stack or not? I think the answer is no. I think I'm going to do that. And if he wants to push in again and suicide, he can. I lose, but suicide being what it is, there's little you can do to stop it. So I hope we've reestablished equilibrium in the south. But we shall see. Losing the 24 stack was rough, right? That was rough for me. That was like 10 turn, 4 or 5 turns of value that I've just been adding and adding and adding. So I have to rebuild on that side. I can't, and therefore I can't rebuild up here. And so Zerep pulls ahead now. Let's see what Dr. Jam does if he doubles down. I don't know how many Dr. Jam has on the other territory, but 34 on his cap is quite weak. I hope we're good. I hope he doesn't have to get the bright idea to kill Pete. Fernox has a 5 stack. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Dr. Jim doesn't know how much is in here. I'm amazed he punched my 25, right? Mutual annihilation. Let's see what he does. I don't want a war. Do I allow him to take that continent? I really don't want a war. Okay, I can't build this up anymore. I can't afford it. There, that's my guard. We've re-established this continent now. He's putting in 7 troops a turn. He won't really be able to break an 8 stack unless he matches in. But that would be further and further and further doubling down and just killing me and himself at our mutual expense and to the advantage of everyone else. I kind of have to hold that continent, even though Dr. Jam now has tried to break me twice. Or rather, succeeded in breaking me. No, succeeded in breaking me 3 times. Maybe I let him hold this in reciprocity. I don't antagonize. Let him hold Andalusia. Maybe he directs the troops elsewhere. That could be a fun idea. How deep are we in now? 42 minutes? I'm liking this game. Alright, Infernox getting involved in Andalusia too. Dr. Jam has more problems than just me. He can continue suiciding into me if he wants, but I don't think it makes sense anymore. And let's see what he does. I'd much rather have friends than enemies in this game. Sure. 3 troops is fine. You got other problems, Dr. Jam. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to establish this as 5, as 10, as 20. So now I have my 1x, 2x, 3x plan, and 8 times 2 is 16. I'm not going to reinforce anything down there. I'm just going to take a little piece of Infernox and pass the turn. My cap looks weaker than it could be. Maybe next turn I get the big match and I can bolster my defenses. I really like this structure on the Balearic Islands. At some point Zarep's going to break me, or Von Exel. But for right now, we are extremely stable in our corner, and I'm happy with that. Von Exel still putting in 10 troops a turn. I lost a lot fighting with Dr. Jam over the last 2 turns, so I really don't want that to continue. Okay. Von Exel establishes a exploratory army to see what the hell's going on, and retreats to his cap. Infernox gets the big match. Again, better lucky than good is what I always say. So I'm not going to bolster this next turn. I'm going to bolster this. Infernox gets a chip take on Dr. Jam. Maybe? Yeah. So now I can retake in there and not have to worry. I don't want to show any aggression to Dr. Jam. He can break me and break me and break me. But he's falling by the wayside, so the more that comes, the more I lose. I need to pacify this neighbor somehow. He's got a problem with Infernox. So Infernox guarding that with his cap. Dr. Jam guarding that with his cap. That's a fine corner. Okay? Do I let him hold Andalusia? The answer is yes. I'm going to give him a well played and a thanks, and I'm going to say that I will fight elsewhere. But I am going to guard, so I'm going to make that a 10. I'm going to make that a 20. I'm going to make this my punch, and the rest go onto my cap. Oh yeah, I got a match. Sweet. And punch across. Dr. Jam holds all of Andalusia. And this time, I let him. No, I'm going to do this. So, you stick your tongue at me. Yeah. Okay, we made a deal, sir. You can have that. You fight with Zerup now. You fight with Zerup. You send those extra 8 troops into Zerup, not me. Then I'm happy. He's trying to DM me again. I take that back. You are an amazing person. Oh, Zerup knows too much to be the bad guy either. Let's see how that goes. Holding Andalusia now, I have to allow him to hold Andalusia for a long time, and I also have to allow him to punch someone who isn't me. So now we have a stable border with an opponent who is generating a lot of troops relative to me. It actually might be more equivalent. But I'm just, when he puts those in, I'm just going to make sure the whole board knows. Does Infernox break? Does Infernox break? Oh no. Alright, oh he does. Beautiful. Just what I wanted. Don't fight with me. I always do that surprise, right? Try and get people to go at each other. Whittle away your forces elsewhere, Dr. Jam. And I love the inverse pyramid so far. So the 5 to the 10 to the 20, or the 10 to the 20. I love it. Soon it's going to be time for an expeditionary force. Right now I'm just going to put my entire bonus on my cap and punch out to the middle. Sure. Seems fine. Got nothing to worry about. Zerup is in the lead, though, because he didn't have to fight that fight, and he has 2 caps. I think my caps look weaker because I have all these extra troops hidden behind my lines. Look at the 8-point match. Somehow, some way, Von Exel is allowing me to hold Valencia. I never need to break that. Everyone here has the patience of a monk. And I will let Infernox fight with Dr. Jam. Now we start rebuilding 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, or the remainder of my cap. I'm going to take there, and pull in these 3. We all know exactly what this means. Maybe Zerup loses patience. Maybe he's trying to test me at some point, or Von Exel, or both. That's what we're dealing with. You want to break me in Valencia? I think he just wants to see what's going on down there. But he knows. You can infer that this is mine. Based on my reinforcement. He knows that already. Nothing new. Yeah, Dr. Jam's getting whittled away. It's too bad. But he's putting in a match, and I bet you that match isn't going into me, so down with that. Where did those extra troops go? Okay. I don't need to do anything right now. Yeah, Zerp has more troops than me. Okay. But Zerp has a very small position. Very inoffensive position. Good to know. Good to know. The stability of this game has allowed everyone's armies to build up and build up and build up. No one is willing to overextend. So a good neighbor theory is a telltale sign of Grandmaster play. Nobody wants to overcommit. Problem is, we can't, as all Grandmasters, we can't really count on someone else making a mistake either. I bet you Infernox clears out all three of these, so I can't see again. No, he continues the fight with Dr. Jam? Cleans me out, sure. I don't need to see. I know. That's good. I've seen it. I'm never getting broken here. I'm never getting broken here again. I'm going to leave a 10 stack up there. Oh, whoops. I'm going to leave a 19 stack up there instead. I want to know what's going on up there. Cool. And Zerp has an expeditionary force as well. I'm going to leave that there forever, just so I can see what the hell's going on. And then go back to my world building. Does Infernox try to steal Andalusia? I have no idea how many troops are on Van Exel's cap, but I bet you it's about the same as Zerep's. So he's kind of middling, right? He's gonna be, yeah. I'm happy with Infernox here because I now have I now maintain my vision. Dr. Jam backed into a corner. It's gonna do something at some point. Gonna have to. Where are we at now? Just under an hour. Yep. Trying to take Andalusia. I get the big match. So let's do a little construction project. We got one troop there. We got one troop there. We got one troop. We got two troops here. We got three troops here. And the same 1, 2. And 1. And just make our cap a nice even number. That's all I have to do. Get a cup of coffee. Yes, please, Infernox, please fight with Dr. Gem fruitlessly in the south. Please continue to weaken yourself. Infernox knows what I'm up to. I'm trying to keep this theory close to the chest, so I'm not going to release this video until after I've competed in my game, but this is my third test of the inverse pyramid strategy. Don't really need to build that up a ton more. See if anyone destroys that 5 stack. That seems like the right number of troops to commit. Zarep's expeditionary force sees mine. My intuition of the troop count at the moment is Zarep's in the lead, I'm in second, followed by Von Exel, followed by Infernox, followed by Dr. Jam. That's my prediction. But there's obviously some amount of fighting that I just can't see. But it's less and less now, right? This is Infernox, this is Dr. Jam, this is Von Exel, these two positions are Zarep, so there's actually precious little of the board that is a mystery to me, based on what I can see like this. It's unlikely anyone pops that 20 stack for a number of turns. I don't even have to add to it, I can just let it sit there. How many territories does Infernox control? Maybe they're trying to reinforce by size. This 5 was allowed to persist. I'm not trying to scare them by checking their cap yet. I gotta build up a lot more before that happens. I gotta outpatience Zarep. Yep. So now I'm sort of trying to stake a claim on these two. Right? Are my opponents going to let me hold these two territories? Does someone bot out? Does someone suicide? And will I be able to see it when they do? A lot of waiting, a lot of paying attention. Oh, I got the big match again. Okay, Von Axel defending his continents with nearly 30 stacks. Fernok's going to get that take on me? Sure. Looks like he's moving to restrict Dr. Jam. So, it seems like Fernok is now trying to card block Dr. Jam. Maybe not. Maybe Dr. Jam is back on the take Andalusia train. I'm really enjoying how this game is progressing. I put one troop there, I put two troops here. I put one troop here. I put two troops here. And I put three here. And look at that. My structures are intact. No, Infernox, you may not have that territory. But maybe I'll tease Dr. Jam. Make it appear that he can. Let him try and take Andalusia again. Having fun this game. Okay, Van Exel. Occupying Aragon in the Basque country. Very strong up there, but not really present anywhere else. He might be weaker than Infernox, but I don't think so. I think Infernox has actually been overextending by attacking a lot. Zare pulled a 13 stack into the middle of the board, facing off against my expeditionary force. Okay. Infernox really wants this territory for some reason. I see it as appropriate maybe to check his cap at some point. Yep, let Dr. Jam fight with Infernox. Sounds good to me. $113 troops on his cap. What's he defending his continent with? 55. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. I really like Zerb's game. And he pops out, so he sees what I'm defending my southern continent with, too. Now that he sees that, I'm going to do a little bit more world building interior to myself. And I'm amazed that neither of these guys have broken Castellan. But for as long as it lasts, I can just wait. Just keep accruing value. Infernox putting in the 9. That's 2 for the cap. 3 for his natch. 3 for Galicia, and 1 for holding more than 12 territories. So Infernox is on the Occupy the Board plan. might pay off in a extremely conservative scenario like this. On my next turn, I'm going to move this 20 stack down 1, because this territory just sees more. Yep. Unless Infernox decides to break me. Sure, he doesn't want me seeing his cap. Right. Right. I also really want to keep pace with Zarep's cap too, right? I don't want to... Yep. Poor Dr. Jam with his 7 reinforcement on the Canary Islands. Oh! That was 100 stack. Dr. Jam is out. Dr. Jam's trying to take Andalusia? What's he doing? Punching hard. Oh, he broke Zarep. Finally, somebody had to fuck with Zarep. Okay, I can pay that off. I'm going to put 1 troop. 2 troops maybe there. I'm going to bolster that up to 30. Okay, let's do the same. So 1, 2, 10, 20, 30 looks nice and easy and clean. And I'm going to add and move slightly. Perfect. Perfection. Very happy with this construction at the moment. So they're putting in 10 troops to my 13. I might be starting to get into the lead. Now, I might have recovered from that hit that I took with Dr. Jam. What feels like a half an hour ago. Von Exel is involved in his bubble. Also playing it super tight. So in this pyramid scheme, I have. I'm going to use that. The pyramid scheme. I have the inverse pyramid scheme. That's the name of the strategy. Excellent. So we have the 15, which is the 1x, and then we have the 30, which is the 2x, and then on this front we have a single at 10, a double at 20, and a triple at 30. And the deeper you push into my recesses, the stronger I become. It's got to demoralize even the most calculated opponent. So yeah, Infernox really is on the occupy the board plan, which is interesting to me. Maybe he hopes one turn to be allowed to hold. What is this? Castile, Madrid, y Castilla, La Mancha. This all looks fine. I match Zarep's cap. I'm gonna hook across. So Infernox had all but 1. Good to know. I can see this whole board pretty much, which is perfect. And now Zarep sees what I am dealing with. Zarep couldn't see my cap, now he can. Okay. Zarep wants a 13 stack on my border now. He's counting me. I can take a peek. And I think I will. Yep, Von Exel pops out with a 45. And he's going to hold it. No. Okay. Infernox gets 11, so that's 3. Plus 2 for your cap. Plus 3 for Galicia. And then holding 12. Infernox holding a lot of territory. Yep, fine with that, eh? If you could only reinforce 11 every turn. Alright, Dr. Jam putting in. Not breaking me. I am fine with that. And he's surprised about something. Moves to take most, but not all. Okay, I'm fine with my construction. keep adding to my cap. Do I have to waste my joker? I do. That's a bummer. And let's make sure that this exterior position lives forever. Okay. Zerp is guarding his continent with 13, and he has 3 13 spread across the middle of the board. Now he can see pretty much everything as well. Putting in 12 is 1 less than me. Gotta play it super tight against Zerp, that's for damn sure. So I can actually count what he has. I can know his pretty much his exact size. 136 on the cap, plus 13, plus 15, plus 13, plus 167, plus 2. Zerp has 346 troops. I have 332. Cool. Zerp has 15 troops ahead of me. He's 1 turn ahead, sort of. Something like that. Well, actually, because our construction is equal, it's more like 15 turns ahead, but now I know. It's slightly ahead. Ooh. Certainly you wouldn't show aggression on that. That was an expeditionary attack. Right? If you wanted to break me, you'd break me here. And now I start bolstering my outside again. Because I am happy with this board. Infernox is still trying to get enough territories to reinforce extra. $173 for Dr. Jam. I feel like I'm twice Dr. Jam's size now. Punches out. Okay. Let's add 5 troops there. Let's add troops there. And let's just knock a little bit of Infernox out the middle. Ooh, Zerp's going to add to his army on my border. And he thought about it, but he chose not to. I feel like Zerp is actively learning about me from playing with me. Maybe we face off in the later rounds. Very strong player. I'm watching him very carefully. Alright. Von Axel punching into Infernox a bunch, and myself. Ooh, Infernox with the 60 stack coming out. Just retakes. Yeah, I think he's trying a bad strategy from my seat, or at least what looks like a bad strategy. It's hard for me to gauge his size, I guess. But I think Infernox and Dr. Jam are actually quite similar. And it is myself and Zerp in the lead, followed by Von Exel, followed by Infernox and Dr. Jam. Put 2 on the outside. Or rather, put 1 on the outside, put 2 in the middle. And put 3 in the middle. There we go. And just add 1 and add 2. I gotta do this slow and carefully. And my cap has 182 troops. Get my take here. And take a bathroom break. Fernok's still sticking with his plan, eh? What did Zerup do? Nothing I can really see. Dr. Jam do? Yeah, this is all good. I can keep this going forever. An hour and 15 minutes in. Something's got to give, right? Zerup and I are now double, I would say, in Fernok's and Dr. Jam. In terms of troops. Maybe someone comes at me at some point. And Fernok's really, really, really wants this territory. Let's make him pay for it. So they're putting in 12 to my 13. Is it ever close? Has his expedition. I have no problem with him having an expeditionary force on my border. He knows what I'm doing. And now he's seen enough and he backs off. I don't know how Von Exel wins this game. And I like that I'm not threatening Zerup in any real way. Maybe this one does, but don't really have to keep building up over here anymore, because that continent has been perfectly stable the entire game. Yep. If we're not sticking with the same plan, I'm going to put a 20 stack here and guard these two from another position. And then I can maybe build up in the middle. That's my next strat, unless Dr. Jam continues to insist. Oh, good game. Is he going to suicide? And if it is, it's on in front. Okay, his cap is out and ready to go. Okie dokie, I'm not going to piss him off. I'm going to wish him good luck too. He's coming. Okay. The best thing I can do in this scenario is not involve myself in any fucking way. Put a giant army on my cap. Leave it available to strike. When and if. Make sure Zerup can't see. And let's see if Dr. Jam goes for a run. Try and steal Infernok's cap. Try and steal Dr. Jam's cap. Whichever one it is. I got a 250 stack on my fucking cap. Zerup pops out. He's taking a look? No. I don't think he knows what's up yet. That good game, good luck means that this army is going to go kaboom. I just know it. So how do I pay that off? Depends on who it goes into. If it goes into me, I'm fucking dead. But I don't think I pissed that guy off. I think Infernok's pissed that guy off. So this is my operating theory. Let's see this go into orange. And then maybe I can get a double kill or something awesome like that. But you only have 60 seconds. You have to predict. You really have to be able to see what the hell's going on. And I am ready for some fucking fireworks. So let's see it. Let's make a change. Let's see some action, baby. Ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready. $214 troops. Where are they going? Sure hope it's not into me. And I'm so glad I got to see that. Yeah, I don't think Infernox suspects, but my gut is this red army goes right into him. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah. Devil face. Kaboom, kaboom. Time for fireworks. I'm going to wish him a good luck. Let's see it. No, okay, not me. Sick. Goes into Zerup. And then what? That's it? Just Zerup? Where did it go? Okay. So, it went into Infernox. Cool. Don't have much time. Gotta steal all these caps. I get the bounty for Dr. Jam. I take Infernox cap. And I can pull... Shit, not enough troops into my own. Van Axel can see it. Zerup can see it. Does Zerup try to steal my cap? Does Zerup try to kill Infernox? Uh-huh. He sees how weak my cap is, but he doesn't break me. I think Van Axel might, though. Infernox in big trouble. Yep, Van Axel matching. Takes my cap. Okay, I accept. What does Infernox do? I think Zerup wins just by staying out of this. I shouldn't have lost this cap. Sure. So I don't win my cap back. Do I guard the southern continent, or do I accept it as lost? Let's see how strong his guard is. Okay. Okay. Chosen to take my cap because it's a better cap. Right. Zerup wins. Now he sees what's in there, though. Did Van Exel just bot out? Oh, interesting. Zerup wins this game. But I can potentially get my cap back if I can figure out how to get in there. It's too tight. Damn it. Does Infernox know that he bought it out? Does Infernox connect me? No. Okay. Okay. Zerup wins. I need to retake my cap. Infernox holds the board except for Zerup's continents. Van Exel's bought it out. Let's see if he comes back. Guard with 15 there. A strong bot rampaging across the board. Zerup still reinforcing. Yeah. Finishes? Yeah. He can afford to. Good game. Takes Van Exel's cap. Now, I have 2 caps. Zerup will have 4. I come in second. So now my move is to just take the bounties and let Zerup win. I overextended. Yep. Zerup might be getting the bounties before me, though. I have to pop out of my cap and see what's happened. I'm not going to win a 1v1 caps caps game against Zerup, that's for sure. But the bot opened up my army. So now I got to go with, while I still have some strength, I got to go see what I can do. Infernox still alive? I think the correct play for me now is to just take the bounties. And take second. There's little route I can see to me winning. And I gotta go fast. So, looks like I'm finishing second on this board. Let's do it. No, I finished third. Good game. I finished third. With 2 bounties. So my strategy worked well. The failure point in this game was I got too aggressive trying to take those caps. But I'm still learning a lot from these practice, and I'm having a lot of fun. So Zerup finishing me off slowly because he's expecting that I have some troops somewhere, but I don't. I spent them all suiciding into, and he should have expected that, right? By the suicides that I just did. I yield. I yield, good sir. You won. Good game. Still too aggressive for Cap's mode. He doesn't quite finish me this turn, but he's got me next turn. And we'll watch him clean up the bot after me. Problem is with so much waiting, when you actually have to strike if you fuck up, as I did in many different ways. I fucked up by popping Van Exel's stack. I fucked up by not guarding my caps. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Got the 2 bounties. So that's 3rd place with 4 points. Plus 2 for the bounties, equivalent to winning the game at 6 points. Don't think 6 points is going to cut it, though, in the tournament. I really have to do well. But that's fine. I got a couple more days to practice. We get to watch Zareb clean up the bot. Good game, man. That was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And I think I learned something, so thanks. Passivity really is the solution. This is a boa constrictor squeezing its prey slowly and slowly and slowly. Aggression is not rewarded. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was tons of fun. And of course we know Infernox is not a novice. Tons of fun. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found some of this educational, informative, and or entertaining. And if you like the work I'm doing and are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, by all means I invite you to subscribe and come along for the ride with me. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.